Hey everybody, it's Natasha from Mystic Wisdom and Treasures. Sending you so much love from wherever in the world you are currently watching this picky card reading today, whether this is your first time stopping by my channel or you are a returning subscriber already. Hello and welcome. Thank you so much to those of you who have been liking and commenting on my videos and showing all of your support. Your support really means the world to me, and I really do enjoy reading your feedback. Today we are going to be diving in and asking our spirit guides, how can this pain become magic in our lives? No matter what you're going through, whatever cycle of your life that you are currently in, when we are in the midst of change, in the midst of hard times and events, when we are going through heartache and hard times, it can be really difficult to see the light at the end of the tunnel, or how this situation could possibly turn to something better, or we could benefit from it. And so today we are going to be diving into this subject and figuring out how we can turn this hurt, this pain, this change into something magical for our lives, for ourselves, or for the world. If you'd like to take a moment to pause the video, you can, so that you can ground, center yourself, clear your mind, and take a few deep breaths. Call on your spirit guides, your guardian angels, your higher self, the divine, and ask them to help direct you to the group or groups that contain the information for your highest good to know right now regarding how can this pain be turned into magic. With that being said, we have 3 groups to choose from today. Over here we have group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. When you are ready, I will have timestamps in the video description down below so that you may skip ahead to the groups that you feel the most drawn to. Please always remember that you are the ruler of your own reality. You have free will. This is a general reading, so I may get messages for different people, and no matter what I say, if you hear something that you don't like, you do not have to claim this message for yourself. Please only listen to what feels right for you, what speaks to you, and you feel would benefit you on your journey to take with you. Now, let's get started. Hello, pile number 1, for those of you who were drawn to the group with the Larimar crystal. Hello and welcome to your reading. Sending you so much love from wherever in the world that you are currently watching this video today. So if you missed out on the intro, this reading is going to be centered around how is this hard time, this pain, this change, how can it be turned into something magical? How will it become magical if we allow it to? You know, we have free will in our lives, so we choose what we ultimately take from our life experiences, and if we want them to help shape us for the better, or if we want to stay pinned down. And it is normal when you are going through a really hard time to not see the light at the end of the tunnel. It can be so overwhelming, so heart-wrenching, so heartbreaking, to the point where sometimes you just, whether it's a sudden change, whether it is a change within you that's really, really hard, or some sort of heartache, or it's just something really different that's happening in your life that's really heavy on you, it's really hard to it's hard to sometimes see how could this possibly benefit me in my life. Remember that this is a general reading, so please only take what resonates with you. You have free will, and you can choose to take these messages with you if you wish to apply them. And if you don't like it, you absolutely don't have to listen to this at all. So let's get into your cards and the stone. The stone was intuitively chosen for you. So let's see what kind of messages come through the stone first, and then we will get into your cards. So I'm feeling a sense of patience coming from the stone, like linking into your energy. I'm sensing that maybe there's been a situation in your life. Again, please only take what resonates with you. Maybe this is just a message for a few of you. I'm feeling like there has been a situation in your life that really has caused you to pause and think about your life, the way that you want to structure it, the way that you now want to go about things. I'm feeling like some of you may have received some sudden news or unexpected news that was quite challenging or took you by surprise. And now it's kind of like you're trying to mentally structure like around this change. How can you integrate this change in when you've seen things a certain way for so long? And I feel like whatever it is that you are going through, whatever change this is, whatever confusion this is, or clarity that has been brought forward that might not have been the easiest to hear or understand, or just really shook you up inside. I'm just sensing the fact that it's really caused you to pause and take a look at the framework of your life. Some of you may be having trouble coping with this change, whether this is about a person, a situation, a job change. I just heard as well. Maybe there's something in your life that you have to change things around, and I'm feeling like it's a difficult transition for you, like wrapping your head around this, integrating whatever this newfound knowledge is in your life. And that's the state I'm really seeing you in. We will find out more from the cards. For now, I will put this over here, and if I get more messages, it's right there, so we will get into that as it happens. So let's get into your cards. This next card is going to be kind of an overarching theme of how you can turn this pain into magic. How can it shape you in a positive way? Or just any messages regarding this in your situation. So your first card here is Mentor, light attribute, passing on wisdom and refining a student's character. Shadow attribute, inability to allow the student to move on to the role of master, imparting false instruction. So that part really stands out to me with what I was saying before. Maybe there is something in your life that it's like a hard pill to swallow, a hard truth about someone or a situation, or that things are changing in your life. And this is you really taking a pause, I'm sensing, and seeing you just healing. I think you're learning how to be okay with change, especially when it comes to people, coping with the changes that you find out in people. And this is a very normal situation where, I'm gonna put this right here, where it's like you could think a person is one way or a situation is one way for so long, and it's like you get your mind wrapped around how things have been for a long time, and you've gotten used to that. So when you find out the shocking news, it can really like rattle you up inside. So I'm really sensing that instead of allowing this to break you down for a longer period of time, you're coming to a space where you're just trying to allow yourself to accept change. And I think that is something that you are learning right now with this Mentor card. You are learning how to smoothly transition with change, how you can best react in the midst of the storm. You are just trying to get through the storm as calmly as possible, so that I'm noticing his arm is around this woman or this girl here, so that you, maybe your loved ones too, can get through this and just get on to the next part of your life. That's kind of the energy I'm picking up. I feel like you are gaining a lot of wisdom, and I'm almost feeling like this protector energy from you in the mentor card. I'm sensing that because of this, you have the potential to help others transition or see things more clearly. It's almost like you're taking your experience and you're passing it on for others so that they may keep their eyes open during this process and know how to navigate it better, because you have went through that. So I see you being in a more protective energy in this way, and that's how you're passing along this information. You're also learning like this temperance, this ability to transmute this chaos into something positive. So instead of a situation maybe going in a negative direction, like if somebody you find is very triggering, or they've done something nasty or something upsetting or unsettling, instead of giving the person the reaction or giving it more energy, you were just learning how to take the route that is the smoothest transition and find peace. You're prioritizing your peace and your safety, and I feel like instead of fanning the flames at the situation, you are learning how to just move forward in the way that brings harmony most to you and the people that you care about that are affected by this. You are learning how to calmly transition. So there's this sense of temperance that you are learning from the situation, and that I feel like your soul set out to learn this lesson, this of the smooth transition of moving on in a way that is respectful to you and protects those that you care about, but doesn't bring more chaos or attachment to what has gone wrong. You are learning how to move on and keep yourself centered. And I'm also feeling like a sense of self-respect to yourself as well. You see truth and you help others see the truth, so that they don't have to face the amount of heartbreak in the way that you have. Not that you can make somebody see things or not see things at all. That's not it. It's just the fact that this is kind of a lesson you teach others who are willing to listen to you. You show them where the sun is shining and how to find their direction and how to move on from situations. You show them that a new start can be something beautiful, and that is the potential you have to lead with in the future from this situation of whatever it is, whatever has transpired, whatever this shocking news was, or this chaotic moment was, this rattling of what you thought you knew for so long, or maybe even for some of you your whole life, and you're finding a way to start new and better and live with a lens of truth in a way that's not harmful to anyone. Like, you're not inviting chaos or reacting with chaos. You're just moving forward in the way that brings you the most harmony. So next we have the breakthrough, leap of faith, freedom, and new beginnings, just like I was saying. Wow. Okay, I'm gonna move this up here for now. We have the throat wordle, speak your truth, courage, and suppression. Noticing the 4s here, 40 and 4. Yeah. So this is about stability as well as centering in yourself. You're going to become a leader if you will, if you allow yourself to become a leader. And I feel like many of you really will be. You're going to become a leader. You're going to show people hope, a new way. I'm almost seeing like this rabbit hole energy here. Learning how to speak your truth and use your story to help others. We have reflective truth, identity, self-love, and acceptance. So whatever it is you're going through right here, you're going to take whatever the truth is that you learned about a situation, and it's going to cause it's going to trigger this sense of trusting your insight, trusting your intuition and your gut instinct instead of just how things appear to be, trusting your own truth no matter what other people have made you, maybe that you have felt by the words of other people before, and trusting your own opinion and knowing that you can lead the way. Some of you, trigger warning, maybe you've gone through a situation that involved a lot of gaslighting or psychological confusion, whether this person's actions don't meet their words, or someone lying, or the truth being revealed in a certain way to where they may have told you, like, if this is involving another person, no, not to worry about that. This is a general reading, so please take how it resonates. This is going to be multiple situations. Or it's just this thing where things aren't what they seem, even though people appear to be fine or people appear to deny your insight. I feel like this is teaching you to trust your own intuition, your own inner voice, and helping other people to do the same thing, helping other people to see their own star potential, to trust their own north node, their own inner voice, their own intuition, trusting that there is hope beyond the horizon here. And I think you're showing people there's a new day. I just heard there's a new day beyond this, and that they can leave the chaos and the crumbling behind and start fresh, start new. No matter what age you are, you can start again. You can have a better life. And I feel like you are somebody that teaches all walks of life this, not just one age group or anything like that. You are somebody that I feel is a guide and good at helping other people transition to the next part of their life, showing people that they can rebuild for the better for themselves. They can live a life focused around themselves and their true calling, and a path that is meant for them and not one meant for like living for other people. They can be authentic and they can find more happiness in this, and they can discover their own inner voice. And I feel like that's something that you have the potential to help lead others through with. I just heard gateway transitioner. You help other people ascend to and see that there is magic and beauty beyond the horizon, away from the lies and deception, away from what has gone wrong or who they used to be. You help lead people through this doorway into their own soul, to see who they want to be, what they want to become, and to center in more to themselves. You are a leader in this way. So this next card is representing who you will become, potentially. From this, I'm noticing the blue here, and I just placed it over the throat portal without even like thinking about it. And I'm noticing like the eye. This feels like Spirit is giving me the sense that you're becoming somebody who is accepting of both the good and bad sides of life and in people, and being open to seeing truth in situations and people, even if it's hurtful. You are becoming more open to not only just the positive aspects of life and emotions. You're learning to be okay with seeing and realizing truth, and I feel like those scales evening here to where you embrace both the light and the shadow of life, including within yourself and including within the transition of life, of noticing like how the sea serpent is about to bite its tail in a cycle, the cycles of life. And you know how this is going to bring you into power. You know that this heartache, this hurts, this long period of feeling almost beaten down in a sense is going to help you to be able to have more emotional mastery over yourself and how you perceive situations and how you help other people perceive situations. This is you riding through the waves of life instead of allowing them to sink you underneath into the waters. This is you learning how to navigate and know and sit with and be okay with the fact that there's always going to be the ups and downs of these waves of life, and helping other people navigate through their own too, and knowing that it's okay. And even if it's a rocky time, there's still sunlight, there is still moonlight in the shadows, there's still sunlight beyond the horizon. That if you keep looking into the distance, even though it's rocky right now, even though this is hard, even though this is a shaky transition, there is still so much room, so much beyond the horizon for you to travel, and so many open possibilities and so many better things for you that you can choose to create for yourself. You can choose to create a better life than this. Just because something is changing right now does not mean that you can't create an even better life, doesn't mean that it can't put you on the track that your soul was meant to go, that was even better, and that you agreed to in your soul contract. We have free will, so we have the choice of what way we want to go, what way we choose to end up perceiving, and how we navigate from here, what our soul learns. And I feel like you're taking the lessons and taking the truth for what it is without allowing it to hold you down from living your best life. I feel like you're learning to be okay with handling these negative changes that seem negative at the time, or negative emotions or hard situations, or even your own hard feelings I'm getting from this. And you're realizing that it's all a cycle in life, and to embrace all of that, of what life has to offer, to see the situation for what it teaches you and how you can become better, and how this can help you actually rise to the top. You are becoming a leader. And you are good at helping people transition to their next parts of life. So any additional messages Spirit has? We have the Page of Pentacles. This is just whatever they want to let you know in regards to whatever is happening, or anything else about how you can turn this into magic, or just the situation in general. So we have the Queen of Cups, the Four of Swords, I think I forgot to say that, the Eight of Swords, and Justice. We're learning to shift into a more positive mindset, but also be okay to sit with the truth at the same time. Like, you are learning how to not just ruminate on this one situation, even though it's really difficult. And I feel like a lot of times, maybe some of you, and I see this within myself too, so I can also speak for this, when you learn an unsettling truth, when an unexpected event happens and shakes up your life, or you find out disturbing information, or like if somebody has said something hurtful about you, if somebody has stabbed you in the back, if somebody has if you're worried about a situation not working out, or not resolving, or just anything along these lines, or something happens and it really hurts you, it hurts your heart, and the tendency to ruminate over this. And I'm almost seeing this image in my mind of how the mermaid here, she is almost blocking herself from her own blessings when she does this. It's like she's holding her own self hostage within her own thoughts and feelings and stagnance because she doesn't want this change. She's having troubles coping with the change. Maybe she's having troubles coping with what other people think about her and not being able to help with that. And that can happen a lot, especially for those of us who have struggled with people pleasing, myself included. See that with the Queen of Cups here too, and the Eight of Swords. It can be really hard to let those kind of situations go when we feel as if it's with another person and we can't resolve it, or if we feel like somebody has said something bad, or if someone we care about is getting hurt or being slandered, or take how that resonates, or just in general, like I'm sensing how you may feel the tendency to want to pause, but instead of pause before, it's like maybe you allowed it to completely halt you from your blessings, from seeing the good things in life. And I'm seeing like all of these animals here surrounding the girl, surrounding the mermaid, and it's like they're all supporting her, they're all watching her, they're all trying to let her know that she's there, even if this one person doesn't like her, even if the situation isn't going the way that she expected, even if things didn't work out with this person that she gave her heart to, or whatever this is. It doesn't have to be romantic, it can be platonic, family, anything like that, or just a situation for some of you. Maybe this involves a home too, like feeling like you found the place that you wanted to stay, or whatever this is, and then something happens to change that, or something changes within the situation so that your reality completely shifts, or you're caught off guard. But I'm sensing like you are breaking through mental barriers here. Spirit is also saying not to worry, because the scales will even out if you have worries about maybe other people, the actions of other people, or things working out in a fair manner, or somebody getting the justice that they deserve. Like if some of you, this is somebody that you care about too, happening to, and it's hard because you want to fix the situation for them, but you can't. Like something along these lines, even to yourself. But I'm saying whatever it is that is troublesome on your mind, that you're having troubles coping or coming to the realization, or realizing the truth, or coping with seeing the truth of the situation, whatever this is, just know that it is going to work out in your best benefit of whatever the truth is. So I feel like things will work out for the best. Things will work out with truth in mind. Things will get the justice that they deserve, that you do not have to worry, that you are taken care of, and that for some reason I just heard set free, and you deserve better. More beautiful things, more beautiful friendships, more beautiful people, more aligned things, I should say, are coming to you. And even though this transition is hard, whatever this is, or whoever this person is, wasn't truly aligned with you. If they were showing you an illusion, you weren't really aligned with this person. So I feel like maybe some of you are outgrowing someone too. It could be so many different things, but I feel like you're seeing the truth now, and you're prioritizing more of yourself, your own happiness from the situation. If you choose to move forward and go this route and choose yourself, that is, I feel like you are going to come into a place of more alignment and find happiness and peace within your own inner child in a way that you never have before. You'll feel free to speak your truth. You won't be restricted anymore. Let me see if there's anything else from these you have. But Spirit is saying, like, if you need to take a pause right now, that is perfectly okay, but you're going to bounce back from the situation and everything is going to work out for the better. That's a message for somebody here too. For some of you, maybe you're looking to move into a new place, a new home. I feel like positive results about this are coming to you soon if that is something for you. Whatever has been unsettling your mind or you've been worried about or waiting for, you're gonna find out positive news soon. So these last two cards represent how you can best nurture yourself during this time, through this transition for yourself. We have clean your space and dance. So this is, I'm feeling like, yes, like literally you can clean, and I feel like it's going to bring more inner clarity to you and space within yourself. There's this need to not let this energy become stagnant in your own body, because when we get like this, maybe we just want to lay in bed. I'm sensing like I feel like you can channel a lot of this energy and transmute it out your body by cleaning that energy around you. Maybe I feel like some of you might receive some sort of clarity in a form of a download, like a psychic insights, while you are doing so, or you have some sort of epiphany. So cleaning your space and also dancing, getting your mind moving, focusing on positive things going on in your life in these transitions. So whatever is ahead of you, focus on those positive things, try to do fun things still, things that nurture you, even if this situation has really shook you up or set you free from somebody that you weren't expecting it to. Try to clean your space, to clear out old energy and welcome in new. I'm seeing like sunshine almost going through the card, even though we don't actually see this here. And then there's also the sun right there. So the sun, look towards the sun, not like literally, of course, but look beyond the horizon. Get moving, get in your body, go hang out with friends if you are able to. I don't know what the restrictions are where you live right now, and if it is safe to do so, but communicate with people that see the good in you, that make you feel good, have a laugh, be around new people, and look towards this new start as being in more in alignment with you. So literally too, cleaning up your space and dancing might help you transition during this period or put you in a better mental space. It's time to feel youthful again, I'm hearing. Alright, that's all I have for you, group number 1. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. If you did, be sure to give this a thumbs up. Comment down below. I really do enjoy reading your feedback, and I really do appreciate you. I really appreciate reading what you have to say. And if you are new to my channel and you have not subscribed yet, I would really appreciate if you hit the subscribe button, and I hope to talk to you all next time. Bye. Hey, group number 2, for those of you who felt drawn to the group with the Amazonites, hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Hello and welcome to your reading. Sending you so much love from wherever in the world you are currently viewing this reading today. Please remember, as always, you are the ruler of your own reality. Please only take what resonates with you. This is a general reading, and even if it was not, you know your life better than me or any other psychic. So if something doesn't sound like in alignment with you, the message just simply isn't for you. And if you don't like it, you absolutely do not have to take it with you. The purpose of this reading is to really tune into energy here and see where you can use the pain that you are currently experiencing in your life, possibly, or hurt, or this difficult change, and how you can utilize this or create something magical about it, how you can utilize this and make it into something bigger and better. How can this pain be turned into something beautiful, or within yourself or for the world? the situation, however this applies, how can this pain be turned into magic? So again, you have free will. You can choose to listen to this or just leave it behind. Let's get into your group. Let's start off with your crystal so far, since it was intuitively chosen, and then we'll get into the cards. So there's a very grounded sense about this crystal right now. Some of you may be feeling like you had to center into yourself and kind of quiet the world around you and build up your walls. That's not going to be for everybody, but that is absolutely for some of you. Some of you are learning to listen to your own inner voice. I'm getting here. You are learning to, I'm seeing like the black spots in the crystal, and it's almost reminding me of like black spots in your own aura. You're learning to see what is hurting within you or what needs attention within yourself, and giving that and shutting out the world around you when need be. Or like, this can manifest in different forms, but say for example, if you're so used to giving out your energy to other people and helping them, or a lot of people have many different opinions about your situation, this is you really like tuning out the noise, getting some time to yourself, and asking what you need from this. What is best for you? How can you best heal you? What do you think? What is it within you that you're looking to heal? Some of you, if I'm sensing some of this has to do with feeling like your worth. I feel like, you know, if you're all constantly hearing the opinions of other people and they're always negative or whatever it is, you can start to feel like you are less worthy, or like your opinions and voice doesn't matter, or your presence doesn't matter. And I'm getting that you are coming into a time where you are learning and seeing your worth. You are the one telling yourself that you are worthy and setting up those healthy boundaries. That's not going to apply for everyone. You are nurturing your shining star, I just heard as well. Learning how to chase your own North Star, seeing that within your soul. Seeing the beauty within your soul, seeing the power of your own inner voice, listening to your own inner voice, and I'm hearing like tuning out the critics. So that is something that I'm seeing for you so far. I will put this over here. If there are more messages, I will refer back to the stone, but for now, let's get into your cards. So this first card is going to be kind of like an overarching energy for this reading. We have the hero or heroine, light attribute, passion for a journey of personal empowerment, and shadow attribute, escapism and a false sense of heroism. Okay, so some of you, I'm feeling like maybe you kind of felt as if you never really, it's a mix between never been seen. Maybe you felt like people always try to overshadow you, or you didn't really get noticed because everyone was always speaking over you. Like maybe you felt like your voice wasn't as important because nobody would notice that you're standing right there, or you're trying to talk, or no one would even ask because they're so interested in what they're saying that it's like you kind of got silenced out of the picture. And I'm getting that you are learning to step away from that. You are learning who may be siphoning your energy, and you're not letting them hold you down anymore. You're realizing that this is a mental barrier that was set up to feel like you are bound down, that you have to be someone for people to drain your energy out from. Like if people think that they're, let's say, maybe it has rubbed you off in a way before in the past where you felt like you were less important, or at least less important in other people's eyes. And when this happens enough over time, especially if this happened when we were younger, it can enter into your psyche and your subconscious mind and make you feel like you're not worthy of being heard, seen, that you're not more worthy than other people. It can make you feel like you are more inferior. And I feel like some of you have come to a point where you're tired of that. You're tired of people always sticking their opinions down your throat, I'm getting. You're tired of, I'm hearing, being the last person to this, I think stretch is what they're saying. It's hard to understand that word. You're tired of being last in line because you're allowing other people to cut in front of you. That's a good metaphor the spirit is giving. You are seeing your potential and you're realizing that it's just been a mental barrier for yourself all along. So you're prioritizing yourself, your own growth, your own future, your own course. And I feel like you're really centering on you and your own North Star, your own dreams and ambitions, and you are going to reach to the top, climb to the top, and grab them. Nobody is holding you down anymore. I feel like maybe there have been people whose words have or made you feel less than, or like they were so busy. I keep getting like siphoning energy. Is that even the right word? I really hope I'm using the right word. If somebody constantly wants your attention, okay, I'm gonna rephrase that, is just in case. If say there's somebody in your life who thinks that they're entitled to your attention 24/7, like maybe they're so used to putting you in second place to them, or like having you, it's almost like be their emotional dumpster all the time. And there's nothing wrong with listening to people, but there needs to be that healthy balance for you. You need to be seen too. And I feel like maybe there's been somebody in your life that you got pretty close to, whether this is a sibling, a friend, a family member, even a romantic partner, whoever. I feel like sometimes when people see the value in you, or how much attention you have to spread out, or like how healing your energy is, or whatever this is, they get used to a certain amount of attention from you, or a certain version of you, and it's like they don't want to share that or to be spread out. And I feel like maybe there's been somebody who, it's almost like they want to keep you where they are. Maybe whether this is to use you for a certain purpose, or to keep you closer to them, or whatever it is. It's like sorry guys, I'm channeling, so I'm letting this flow in however it needs to. In order to keep you closer to them, it's like they purposely say things to make you feel less than them. They don't want you rising. So say you and your friend or whoever are at a certain level, they don't want you, it's almost like they don't want you having a mind of your own, because they know, like, if you can see outside this barrier, you'll reach the finish line or your potential, or you'll leave them behind, or whatever. And I'm getting like they're thinking about how can they pull this down, how can they anchor you back so that you're right here and again, so they can feel like they're above you, and that they have somebody that will listen to them. I keep getting like, will listen to them 24/7. Like, what are the things that they're so used to you doing for them, and giving them this amount of attention that makes them feel elated and lifted up, or whatever. It's almost like there's somebody in your life who may say certain little comments to you, or kind of like try to pull down your confidence levels so that you don't surpass them. And that's a really hard thing in unequal friendship. You are, I think, getting tired of that. You are finally seeing that. I'm feeling a lot of energy in my solar plexus, this feeling of breaking free. You are prioritizing your voice, your own future, your own destiny, and I feel like you're not allowing that to hold you down anymore. You're seeing the truth of this. You I'm reading that word escapism in that card. You're breaking free. You're not allowing anyone to hold you down, because you have a beautiful shining star rising within you. Like, it's already there, but you're allowing yourself to chase your dreams. You're allowing yourself to, how do I say this? Trust your own inner voice and your own ambitions and build the life that you want. Be the person that you want to be. Allow yourself to be seen without anyone trying to hold you down. And you're getting there, and you are going to get there. And there may be somebody that is or will be jealous of this. This is kind of a very specific message for somebody, but it's coming through, so I think somebody needs to hear it. But I feel like you are stepping into your power, and maybe that's causing a little bit of paranoia in somebody else because you're not within their control anymore. Let me see if there's anything else from this card before we move on to the other one. You're becoming the hero of your own, hero or heroine of your own destiny. You are stepping more into personal empowerment. Your solar plexus chakra is really lighting up. You're stepping into your true talent, potential. You're becoming a money magnet too, I'm hearing. And you're not allowing anyone to hold you back or hold you down. I also feel less restriction in your throat chakra. So being able to communicate your boundaries and your own power, not giving a crap what anybody else has to say or anyone else's opinion. You're not letting anyone hold you down, and because of this, you are going to reach the top of that mountain to whatever it is you're going after. So next we have the Dreamscape card. Dreamwork, subconscious, imagination. So I'm noticing that yellow and orange behind her. She's realizing her power, and she's breaking free. I just heard of mental sabotage. Next we have attachment, accumulation, defensiveness, and scarcity. So you're being protected of your boundaries, being protective of yourself, and Spirit wants you to be proud of how far you have come to see this. You are making peace with the truth in somebody else. Some of you may have felt sort of drawn to pile 1. If you already felt drawn to pile 1, maybe this is an indicator to go ahead and watch that reading too, because it may add more clarity and insight into this story that is unfolding here. But if not, I feel like you're not letting anybody siphon out your energy anymore, take you away from yourself. You're being more protective of yourself, and you know that there's no restriction. Maybe before you felt like you were obligated or you just didn't see it, but I feel like no matter what, you are going to rise to the top, and if somebody is going to sulk about it, then they're going to sulk about it, and that's not your problem. We have adventure, innocence, play, and discovery. So you're finding your truth, you're finding your destiny, you're finding your power. Your star is rising. You are healing your own inner child as well. You're seeing your star potential. You're opening this door of wonder for yourself. And I feel like you're prioritizing yourself. And because of this, you're going to reach your dreams, your goals, your aspirations, more healing within yourself, more money too. That's interesting. I feel like your boundaries are strengthening, and you no longer feel guilty for having them. You are leaving behind anyone that isn't happy for you in your time of victory either. And it's like you're seeing your truth, you're speaking your truth, and then not even in an aggressive way. Maybe some of you I definitely feel like maybe some of you really speak in your mind, but there's this major transformation that is life-altering happening for you. You're trusting your intuition, trusting yourself, trusting and stepping into your power, and allowing yourself to have fun too. Allowing yourself to explore this new side of you that you never got to because you were so focused on everyone else for so long. Let me see what else there is. Yeah, you are climbing the top of that ladder. Whatever that ladder is for you, you're reaching new heights. And you feel like if there is somebody that has been trying to hold you down, you're at a place where it's like, yeah, no, I'm not tolerating this anymore. I see how you really are, and I'm choosing me. And nothing that anyone else does is going to mess with that. Like, no one's gonna knock me off the top of my ladder. Like, that kind of feeling. And that is beautiful within you. You are turning that crap into more boundaries and becoming closer to yourself and more protective of yourself and your own resources too, and knowing what you have to offer. It's time for you to shine and not always have to spread it out on everyone else. You need to come first. And if somebody thinks that they have to come before you, well, it's time to say goodbye and cut those cords. Of course, if you choose to. Like, you don't have to take what I say if you don't want to, but this is just my insight I'm getting from spirit. This next card represents who you are stepping into, who you have the potential to be. From the situation, we have the rabbit. Why do I hear protecting your innocence? You're very receptive. You pay attention a lot to other people. It's like you're cherishing your heart and knowing what you have to offer and being protective over that, having those boundaries, being a strong listener, but knowing where your attention is best at, and that attention should best be at yourself. I feel like maybe sometimes you still might struggle from time to time with this because you're so used to putting everyone else first, and it's just naturally who you are. But I'm getting that and you're paying more attention to the red flags, the signs. Anyone that tries to separate you from yourself or put themselves in front of you or suppress you, you're gonna have more of an instinct to this, more of an intuition, and you're not gonna tolerate it. And it's almost like you're gonna hop away like this bunny at the first signs. You're paying attention, you're aware, you're healing your inner child. And I see because of this, you are going to be paying attention from now on and in the future, because you're not going to let anyone separate you from yourself. Because you have such a kind, generous heart, good listening ear, that you probably find yourself giving people a lot of advice or being the person people come to for that. And it's like, you see that you still embrace that part of you. Like, you still want to be there for people and support people, but you're not going to put that energy in the wrong hands. You're not going to allow somebody to drain you into this, like, bottomless cup. You are going to fill yourself up in your own needs first from now on. And if there's anything extra to give it to the people that matter and you care about, that flow back into you as well. Your intuition is also very much so increasing. So these next cards are going to be what? I also see you becoming more abundant too with this rabbit. I'm thinking of like good luck, fertility, and under this attachment card I'm seeing like all of the gold. And I'm getting this message too. Maybe there's somebody else that is greedy with your attention, but you're seeing this and you're letting go of it, and because of that, more abundance is going to be flowing into you. I think that's all for that part. So these next cards are going to represent just any additional messages Spirit has for you. We have 8 of Cups, so definitely walking away. Somebody might be trying to make you feel guilty for having time to you, but this is just like reaffirming, don't let somebody else steal your power. Don't let anyone else make you feel guilty for connecting with yourself. giving more attention to yourself than you do to them. We have the Knight of Swords, the Two of Cups, the King of Wands, and the Eight of Pentacles. This is again very specific. Looking at these cards, I'm feeling like somebody who's trying to reclaim or regain power over you. They may do things they know that are unsettling or triggering for you. They may give you certain amounts of attention to get back into your life, but it's almost like it's just to get you back into this position of being lower than them in their mind, of being the person to always listen to them or cater to their needs or get what they want. And I'm seeing like, don't let this person fool you. If somebody is trying to guilt trip you, like, it's time to cut that BS, is what I'm really seeing with that Knight of Swords, and stand up for yourself too. And maybe this is what you are in the process of doing. It's like you're finally breaking through this mental barrier here of this tie with this other person or attachment to this other person. And you're freeing yourself into more of a flow of abundance for yourself, happiness for yourself, connections that nurture you back, your own abundance, your own star shining, your own star quality, and feeling part of the whole instead of isolated from the truth of who you are because of some sort of mental sabotage someone tried to evoke within you. Seeing the moon in the background, so this makes me think of the subconscious mind. So maybe you feel like this person for some reason has some sort of hold over you. Almost seeing maybe some of you have been had nightmares because of this, and maybe you couldn't explain it quite before. We've had some sleepless nights or more self-critical thoughts about yourself. And I'm seeing that also, like, this person might try to guilt trip you by making it seem like they're leaving or something like this, but it's to try to lure you back to giving them a certain amount of attention or what they want, or money even. Like, that's pretty specific. But I'm sensing you breaking through this mental barrier and honoring your own self and what really matters and your own flow of abundance, and people that really do value and appreciate you, and seeing your own value here. So next we have these last two cards are going to signify how you can best nurture yourself during this time. So we have flow like water and connect with crystals. So this can be the literal sense of like maybe going for a swim or taking a nice bath and just allowing yourself to flow more freely into yourself without guilt. Spending more time on yourself without feeling guilty because somebody else wants more of your attention. This feels to me like really centering in, honoring your own personal space, and setting those boundaries and respecting them for yourself, and knowing your worth and not feeling guilty for spending time alone. I'm getting with this flow like water, this is just setting yourself free from the expectations of others. So maybe if you literally get into water, maybe that's something that you can visualize as you are releasing, as you are relaxing your muscles, as you're letting your hair flow in the water, or whatever this is, just releasing the expectation as like that the water nurtures and caresses around you and allows you to flow more freely and explore your own depths. What is it you want to accomplish in your life? What is it that makes you feel good? What music do you like? What is it that makes you feel happy and good and centered within you? And listening to that own inner voice of yours. And I feel like this is going to send you on a path of more growth and alignment, and you're going to become even closer to reaching your own dreams. And whatever, like, whoever it is that's trying to hold you back, like, it's going to be the ways that you don't even notice anymore. after a while, like, because you're going to realize that you can cut yourself free from this. You're going to realize it for what it is, and you're not going to feel bad about it anymore, and you shouldn't have to. And this feels like taking more time, spending more time by yourself, and honoring the things that you like doing, or getting yourself something nice, or doing something like choosing you first. And that is how you can best nurture yourself during this time, doing things that feel good for you. For some of you, like, it is crystals and spending time with crystals, and it is spending time in water. It is just reflecting on the fact of what makes you feel good apart from other people. Like, how can you invest some of the time that you've put on others into you? And it might be like a new journey, and you find your happiness there. Alright, that's all I have for you, pile number 2. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. If you did, be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Comment down below if it resonates with you. I really do enjoy reading your feedback and appreciate what you have to say, reading what you have to say. If you are new to my channel and you have not already done so, please consider subscribing, and I hope to talk to you all again soon. Bye. Hey, group number 3, our final pile for today. Hello and welcome to your reading. Sending you so much love from wherever in the world you are currently viewing this reading today. Remember, always remember, it doesn't matter whether it's a personal reading, a general reading, like a pick a card reading for me or anyone else, you are the ruler of your own reality. Please only take what resonates with you. Please only take what you want to resonate with the path that you want to head in. This is meant to be something more constructive based on the current energies of whatever situation you are going through, whatever hurt you are facing, whatever pain you're facing, whatever change that has been unsettling or difficult. You do not have to take the words I speak with you, but if you find that they are helpful and they resonate, you can totally choose to claim and keep these. But if you hear something that doesn't resonate or you don't like, you do not have to claim that message for yourself at all. This is meant to bring insight, clarity, and show you how this pain, how this hurt, how this change can be turned into something beautiful, into something magical. How will you become if you allow this process to happen and help you become the best version of yourself? How can it bring you closer to yourself in this way? So, before we get into the cards, let's get into feeling out the crystal, since this is intuitively chosen, and see what messages come through about this pain that you may be feeling and how you can turn it into magic. This may not apply to all of you, but it could apply to some. I feel a sense, well, we have a more transparent crystal here, obviously, but I feel a sense of transparency within you. Allowing yourself to be open, allowing yourself to be patient, and allowing yourself to be wrong and forgiving is what I'm getting from this. Maybe that is something that you are learning or you are currently experiencing. This feels like allowing yourself to be more soft with your approach, possibly for some of you, not all, or more clear in your communication, I just heard, or maybe just allowing other people to also clearly communicate. This is, okay, there might be some really highly intuitive and psychic people in this pile as well. For some reason I'm getting something about like past lives, so maybe for some of you the situation is bringing you into more clarity within your own soul and tying in the lessons from your past life into this life. Some of you are completing a major cycle that has happened or you agreed to within your soul contract, and you are completing or you're being tested on a major lesson in your soul's evolution. You have been through this before in some shape or manner in a different life, in a past life. and I'm hearing rewriting the course of your destiny. So you were being given the chance to make the situation better than it has gone for you in other lives. I'm sensing that some of you are going to become greater teachers in some sense out of whatever this is. Gain more psychic insight or more of a connection with your past life. Like maybe because you are completing a certain cycle in your life, it's unlocking these certain past life memories or intuition or a new level of awakening within your soul. That's pretty interesting, but I'll put this here for now, and if anything else comes up, I will mention it and refer to the crystal again. Let's get into your cards. This first card is going to be like the overarching energy behind your reading, and then we will take a look at what the others have to say as well. It's Slave. Light attribute, surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust. Shadow attribute, giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. Interesting. For some reason I'm getting, maybe some of you are being given a choice to go one of two ways, and this is a really difficult decision, or maybe you have two different people with very strong opinions, or you have to choose one or the other for something. I'm getting you're afraid of letting somebody down. It's like you want to go one way, or maybe you're not even sure because there's so much noise around you that you have to take the difficult path. You are being challenged to think of the situation from a brand new perspective, a new mindset. And I feel as if maybe not everyone is going to understand the way in which you were thinking about your decision or how you are navigating things. I feel as if you're caught in a really tricky situation where you're trying not to step on anyone's toes. There's a lot of sensitive energy around this, like hypersensitive energy around this one wrong thing, and maybe there's somebody waiting to, like, whether this is argue with you or tell you how it is, or feeling hurt by whatever road you choose to go. This is you breaking through that and choosing the road that is best for you. And I feel like because you're choosing the road that is best for you, it's going to be really hard for you to not lose sight of this because of other people, and know, like, sometimes these decisions you make for yourself are going to make other people uncomfortable, but you have to choose the right road for you. And I feel like you're at a crossroads of trying to figure out what the right road is for yourself. And maybe you're confused about a decision to make, and we do have that light attribute aspect that says surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust, and the shadow attribute, giving your willpower to an external authority out of fear of making your own choices. So Spirit's really wanting to say, don't allow other people to make decisions for you. Stand your ground, stand in your power, stand firm. Don't be easily swayed just because other people might be upset with your decisions. That is something going on here. If things are confusing, or maybe there's people arguing around you, that surrendering your power to the divine with complete trust. So trusting that things will work out for the best. And even though this is a kind of a steep situation right now, even though it's hard, completely stand your ground is what I'm getting from this. And I feel like you will, and most of you will. Like, you have the option what you want to choose. If you want to be unhappy because you listen to somebody else being unhappy with your decision, or whether you want to make people a little bit uncomfortable to go in the direction that brings you the most freedom and joy. And whatever this means, to know, like, you're allowed to be happy even if other people don't understand it. And yeah, that comes with some pretty, like, prickly jabs from the opinions of others. Some of you might have felt a little drawn to pile number 2 as well. If you were, this could be a sign possibly to go back and watch that, or maybe some aspects from it that you relate to as well. It's like you're trying to please everybody with your decision, but you're gonna have to let somebody down within this, and I think that's what the hard part is. No matter what, you feel like you're gonna make somebody upset or mad, and I'm getting like sometimes you have to cross through that because you don't want to live your life for other people and then regret it later, because they wanted the decision to make for your life for you. And I'm feeling like, yeah, maybe people may not always understand your decision, but you gotta trust your own road to happiness, because otherwise you're gonna feel like you're living a life in servitude to everyone else and neglecting your own needs and the life that you want to have. So let's see what your other cards say. We have Awakening, Ancient Knowledge, Memories, Connection. Wow, what was I was saying that about your crystal too. Ancient Knowledge, Memories, Connection makes me think of like that past life or other incarnation experience awakening within you. You're breaking free of some sort of barrier that maybe you didn't handle in the same way in your past life. Like you're coming to a crossroads and more information is awakening out of you because of this. This is a very important time in your life. You either grow from this and choose yourself, choose your growth, or you stay stuck in the past is what I'm getting. Either move forward or you stay stuck and stagnant because of somebody else trying to control your decisions. Next we have the Ice Queen, Introspection, Self-Analysis, and Fortitude. And Higher Perspective, the Cosmos, Awakening, Unity. See, I was saying about like awakening. Okay. Some of you are at a really evolutionary path in your soul's journey through many of these other lifetimes that have gone on. Some of you are breaking free of a karmic pattern that your soul hasn't experienced before. You were at a pivotal point in your life where you were breaking free of a karmic lesson that's been there for many lives. And you're also being watched. Why? Okay, this is gonna get pretty esoteric, but I'm gonna say it because maybe a lot of you will resonate with this pile and this energy. You're being watched, it feels like, by like these star ancestors and spirits or spirit guides, those on the other side, higher dimensional beings. You're being watched to see your soul's progress, to see if you're ready for this next part of your mission and your soul's journey. And I feel like your spirit is really paying attention to the way that you handle this, and they're saying like, I feel like you're gonna make the right choice. You really are going to make the right choice, and maybe that's something that you need to know and to honor your growth from this, because this is a level of growth that your soul came here for, and it's going to put you right on track to your destiny. It's going to raise your consciousness as well. Some of you are starseeds. I'm getting that. Some of you are breaking generational curses right now, or generational karma. I don't want to sound like it has to be like this doom and gloom thing or anything like that. Some of you are breaking free of the chains of your family's patterns through many generations of what they had to go through in your bloodline. Your ancestors, not just your star ancestors, but your ancestors in spirit are closely watching this, and they're really praising you for the way that you're handling the situation and the decision you are choosing to make. And I feel like this is part of the reason that your soul came here. You're breaking through something that's going to put you right on track to your destiny. I feel like it's going to awaken a lot of past life memories as well. A new understanding, a new spiritual understanding, a new level of awakening. And some of you, so this is again more esoteric. This is going to be the more esoteric pile. I can already see for a lot of you. Some of you might have had past lives in Atlantis, Lemuria, or maybe even ancient Egypt. Doesn't have to be any of those. Could be Greece too. And I'm feeling like your soul came here with a certain mission in mind, and you're about to unlock that because of what you are currently releasing. You are stepping more into your true self in a way that no one in your family line has ever done for themselves before, and you need to recognize that and be proud of yourself. That is, you literally are breaking generational karma that your ancestors prayed for you to be here for. Almost, it feels like setting your family free of this karma into a more beautiful future, because you chose not to stay stagnant in the past and did this hard lesson for yourself. That's really cool. Alright, so this next card represents who you will become out of this. Who you're becoming. We have Hummingbird. This feels like elevated consciousness. This feels like somebody who has more psychic insight. This feels like somebody that has more connection to their guides. Your intuition really cranking up, and I feel like this is going to make you feel so much more free. You are going to be somebody feeling more free to be themselves, no matter what kind of restrictions other people try to impose upon them. Honoring the own music of your own soul, not allowing anyone to chain you down. You're fighting against the odds, I'm hearing, and you're the person that broke free for this for so many generations that have prayed for this in your lineage. So next we have, these are just going to be some additional messages, anything Spirit wants to say from here. Yeah, somebody also, again, very in tune with their gifts, with the divine, their own soul, their own higher self, and their own oversoul. I'm getting here too. Somebody who feels free to build a beautiful life, and you came here for this freedom, the soul evolution within yourself, and because of that, you are changing the course of your family's karma for years to come. That's beautiful, and you should be very proud of yourself. Next we have here death. Yeah, see, you're ending a cycle, not only for just yourself and your own soul's evolution, but for others around you too. We have the world, so seeing more freedom. The world is your canvas to create something new and beautiful for many years to come. The King of Swords, speaking the truth even if it's hard. We have the Ten of Pentacles, so beautiful abundance, beautiful family connections. We have the Lovers, honoring your true self. You're doing what you came here to do, and because of this, you are writing a new course of history for your family. Whether this is a family that you create or you grew up in or whatever, I feel like you are literally like breaking the chains that bound both you and those around you down. I feel like you are a soul that came here, and part of your agreement to come here was to help be this leader, step into this leader. So you may have grown up feeling like the black sheep of your family, possibly, or like people didn't quite get you, or like your voice wasn't as important to other people because other people may have talked over you, or you didn't get to have an opinion, or they just didn't understand you. But I feel like you're the person that sets your generational karma free. You are the person that shows how to live a better life by honoring your own soul and the mission that you came here for, and because of this you're gonna have such a beautiful and abundant future, and those that descend from your lineage will as well, and as well as everyone that you and they touch, because what you have brought. Pieces are aligning now. I'm seeing within this card, pieces are aligning, things are coming into alignment, and this is a very pivotal moment in your soul's growth, and that you came here, incarnated here for. 53. Use your hands. So these are going to be how you can best nurture yourself at this time. Use your hands and look for fairies. So this feels very much so like just honoring your own decisions, honoring the things that you like, no matter if people get you or not. Not caving into the pressure from other people around you, and continuing to do the things that you like and forge your own path. This feels like honoring your own soul, refusing to give up what makes you who you are, for sure. Some of you, I just heard, are indigo children. If you don't know what that is, then I highly suggest that you look that up. Indigo souls. Some of you are star seeds, and I'm feeling like you came here on a mission, and you were a very independent soul. Whether you see this in yourself yet or not, this is something that you carried over from spirit for. You are a natural leader in your soul's core and essence, and I feel like you were here to lead other people too, by rebelling against the status quo, by living a life outside the box, whether people like it or not, and not refusing to give up on the things that make you happy and what you like. This energy of challenging the status quo, admiring your own true colors, taking the path less traveled, admiring your own quirks and not seeing them as a weakness, seeing your weaknesses that you perceive or other people perceive as a strength, following the own music of your soul. So literally things that you could do to care best for yourself, maybe create something using your hands, or just get enmeshed into an activity that allows you to utilize your creativity, or maybe transmute some of the pressure that you're feeling into something beautiful, like art. Could be pottery, could be jewelry making, could be drawing, painting, could be just whatever this is for you. Those are just examples. This feels like tune out the noise around you and create something beautiful, whether people like it or not. Do something that honors your own soul, and cherish that your beliefs may be different than other people, and stand in that, whether people like it or not. And if they don't like it, you can walk away. So this is just being true to yourself, standing in your power, tuning out the opinions of other people, and just continuing to do things that you like, whether people like them or not, is what I'm getting. That is how you can best honor yourself right now, or nurture yourself. So I'm also getting, for some reason, it might be fun for you to, or a good time for you to, if you feel like your intuition or you feeling these past lives surface, maybe channel that into some sort of creation, and it's going to have like some sort of significance that might become publicly recognized, for whether this is your art, a book, intuitive insights, whatever this is, or some sort of creation. I keep hearing revolutionize. You're revolutionizing the way that people think by how you show up being yourself and how you express yourself. So yeah, literally a way you can best nurture yourself right now is just to create something that makes you feel good. Do something that you're good at, especially art for some of you, and allow yourself to follow down those rabbit holes and dive into those past life things. Dive into the things that your soul is calling you to do. Dive into your imagination. Maybe get lost in a book that you like, or creative project, or research, or meditation even. Alright, that's all I have for you, group number 3. I hope that you enjoyed your reading. If you did, be sure to give my video a thumbs up. Comment down below if it resonates. I really do appreciate reading your feedback. I can enjoy reading what you have to say. And if you are not already subscribed to my channel and you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing, and I will talk to you all again soon.